Sure would be nice to be able to interact with the chat while I'm driving, but I can't watch the chat while I'm driving because it's not safe. Gee, it sure would be nice if someone could have an idea about how to solve that problem. Oh wait, I already have thought about that idea. I just need someone to engineer it because it'll make us millions and it will transform the podcasting world. Hashtag Ryan Reynolds, hashtag Mint Mobile. All right, get this out. You guys need to be the army of Smurfs that I've trained you to be. Are you in my Smurf army? Are you one of my Smurfs? Welcome to the Gay Podcast. I'm your gay host, Trav-EL Mateus. Why is the Ubercast the gayest podcast in all the land? The Ubercast is the gayest podcast in all of the land because we are so very gay. There is nothing but gaiety and frivolity and luminosity and eccentricity and other itties. And there is amity, right? Amity is a great itty word. She wore an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot amity. All right? It's like I have to keep talking because people will show up and then I'm not talking so that they don't sit around for a while. So I have to keep talking right now. So first of all, thank you so much. If you're listening to this part of the live show, or perhaps this is recorded and you're coming to this later on, thank you so much for visiting. If you've made it thus far, you started at the beginning, guess what? You already like this content because you're still listening to the sultry sound of my voice. And if you're still listening to the sultry sound of my voice and you have not smashed that Fonzarelli, you have not hit that like, what the Smurf is wrong with you? Don't you know how to support your content creators? And I'm not just talking about me. This isn't about me. This is advice for you. If you consume the content that other creators make, how do you support them? Well, you say, well, Trav-EL, I don't support them at all. I can't afford that. That's not what I asked you. I didn't ask you how much money you gave them. I said, how do you support those content creators that you consume? The easiest 4 ways. These are 4 simple free. This is me asking you, please help me help you. Please help me help you. How can you help me help you? Help me? I'm glad you asked. If you are listening to the sultry sound of my voice at this very moment right now, that means you didn't start listening to the sultry sound of my voice until a few minutes ago. So you've been listening to some guy rant on, this lunatic that is just speaking his mind and creating his existence, right? You're listening to me right now? Please hit that Fonzarelli, smash that like, jump down into the chat. I apologize right now. I'm driving. I can't read the chat. And there's no way that I can see or hear the chat because no one has thought of an idea. Oh, wait, I have. That's another story. If you're listening to the sultry sound of my voice right now, welcome to the Gay Podcast. I'm your Gay Podcast host, Trav-EL Mateus. Welcome to the show. What do you want to know? I mean, like, that's what I have to do. I have to put on a show to make it entertaining. Are you not entertained? Like, what do I got to do to entertain you? What do you want to see? You want me to be a dog? You want me to be a cat? You want me to be Christopher Walken? I don't know. You know, that's not Christopher Walken. I have to transfer. Hey, back off, pal. Only I'm Christopher Walken. This podcast is so gay, I could eat it. I love it. It's amazing. It's great. All you need is more gayness, more gaiety, and more cowbell. Am I right? I always get back and forth between Christopher Walken and some Guido. It's a fine line. You know what I would love to see? I would love to see Chris Walken talk without being Chris Walken. Because I don't believe that we're listening That's the guy you know, the guy who says, and he pauses, and flex, and he says things crazy. It's going bad. That's an act. You realize that, right? He doesn't really talk that way, right? You know that, right? That's all part of his act. That's his shtick. It's a shtick, just like I'm a shtick. I say things, I do things, I talk one way or whatever, I inflect, I embellish, I elaborate. Are you still here listening to the sultry sound of my voice? If you are, thank you so much. Welcome to the Gay Podcast. I'm your Gay Podcast host, Travel Mateus. Travel Mateus is who I am. What do you want to know? What do you know that I don't? Why don't you tell me an original thought? Here you go. Put me on mute and think an original thought, and then come back to the chat and let the chat know what you think. And then the chat, please interact with serenity and civility and placidity and irenic, amicable, right? We're here for love. This podcast, this gay podcast, is a podcast about love and light and laughter. It's not for hate. It's not for disagreement. It's for understanding. I don't want you to agree with me. I just want you to understand me. And the only way you can understand me is if you listen to me. And if you misunderstand what I'm saying, you ask me a question, and then I can clarify. Right? Makes sense? I think so. I wish I could read the chat right now, but I can't because I'm driving, as you can see. This is a live stream podcast. I am mobile. Guess what's going to happen? I am not Ryan Reynolds. I am not Ryan Reynolds. So guess what's going to happen at some point in this live stream? I am going to lose connection. I'm going to get into a signal pit of black holeness, and there's going to be buffering. It happens all the time, Ryan Reynolds, to me, but I don't think it would happen to you, Ryan Reynolds. I don't think. Anybody out there, do you think that if Ryan Reynolds was doing what I'm doing right now, mobile podcasting, do you think his live stream would ever lose signal? Do you think that everyone tuning in to the sultry sound, and he does have a sultry voice, Ryan, I am like butter in your hands. It's a bromance. I'm not ashamed of it. You're a gorgeous specimen. However, you're better than I am. You're more important than I am. You have more significance than I do. You want to know why I know that? You want to know how I know you're not like me, Ryan Reynolds? I know that you're not like me, Mr. Ryan Reynolds, not because you have millions and millions and millions of dollars, depending on how wise you are with your finances. That's not why you're better than me. You're better than me because if you were doing a mobile podcast right now, you would never lose a signal. The sultry sound of your voice would never stop being heard by your audience because you're goddamn Ryan Reynolds. But I'm not. And so my live streams lose their signal. But I think Ryan Reynolds, instead of, limiting my bandwidth or charging me more for my bandwidth, you ought to see my efforts here as an entrepreneur. I'm creating history right now. This is the greatest podcast in all the land because it is the gayest podcast in all the land. Welcome to the Gay Podcast. I'm your host, Travel Mateus. The Ubercast is the greatest podcast in all the land because the Ubercast is a podcast about nothing and everything all at once. If you haven't subscribed right now, please consider doing so because if you are listening to the sultry sound of my voice, you're liking what you hear. Please support my content freely by, first of all, watching my content. you're here right now, thank you for watching. Second of all, subscribe. Hit that bell notification because then you can be alerted whenever I go live, and I go live all the time, streaming my ride-sharing conversations. You will always hear a new king, a new queen coming up. As a matter of fact, we're on our way right now to pick up King Mark. All hail King Mark! All rise for King Mark's entrance. All right, so you can subscribe, hit that bell notification. You can also help my channel grow by making YouTube pay attention to the fact that there's activity here. How can you increase the activity here? Great question. First thing is, if you're still here listening to the sultry sound of my voice, finish my pitch. If you're still listening right now, share the Smurfin' Show. You know people, I don't. You know people like you, I don't. You know people like you who want to have conversations or listen to conversations about nothing and everything all at once. Share this show with every smurfing body you know. Because then when they show up and you're here, you guys can chat it up in the chat. You don't need me. You don't need me. If you think the chat is boring, why don't you go find someone interesting and bring them over here? Are you interesting? Prove it. Bring me someone interesting. Stat. Oops. I'm gonna die. I'm in the right place, right? I just thought for a second, what if I went to the wrong address? But I'm pretty sure I brought them here. You're at McDonald's in Havre de Grace, right? Yeah, okay. All right. He's coming out. Oh, man. Pea chills. I hope you all are out there. I hope you stay tuned. You're going to have a very interesting conversation come up, so please don't go anywhere. Please make sure that you like, comment, and share the show, please. Sharing the show is caring about the show. Sharing the show brings in a more diverse listening audience and also a more generous chat. Please remember to keep the chat full of light, full of love, and full of laughter. The chat is not for hate. Haters can go smurf off. If you are still listening right now, it looks like there's 4 people watching, 3 people watching. Can you say hi, please, so I can see who you are, and I'll try to shout you out and say hello. And if you haven't hit that like yet, I don't see any likes. Can you guys let me know if you see any likes? I still see 3 people watching, so thank you again for watching. If you're listening to the sultry sound of my voice at this point, will you please say hello again and let me know how you found the show? That would be awesome. Here comes Mark. Fantastic, man. Oh.
Oh man, today was super busy.
Yeah?
Super busy. Oh my God.
All right, so just to let you know again, this is being recorded for safety and security purposes, as long as that's okay with you.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my God. So I got in the door and then automatically I figured why he asked me for help today was because I figured it had to be like understaffed for some reason. Because usually I don't work Sundays because I usually take the bus. But he asked me for help. So I was like, okay, I can see if I can make it. So then I'm up there, and then automatically when I get in the doors, it's like 5 people in there, and there's like a huge rush. I'm like, oh my God. And then half the people that are supposed to come in today, they ended up calling out. So yeah, it was like super hectic. And then, you know, all the orders from drive-through and then all the orders from the front end too, is both of them combined. And since I'm really good at the job, the kind of like...
Do you want to just tell me where to go, or do you want me to put the address in and follow it that way? I forgot to do that before we pulled out.
Oh yeah, it's no problem. I can tell you where we're going to.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah, but so yeah, it was like...
I'm sorry, how far down are we going to go? Just because I can't remember, where are you at?
In Aberdeen.
You're in Aberdeen?
Yeah,
okay.
You know where the Domino's is?
I mean, are you... Yeah, okay. We'll get there, we'll get there.
Yeah, the same spot you picked me up.
Yeah, but I don't remember this from this morning.
My apologies.
No worries. So did you like it when it was that hectic? Was it like keeping you so on fire that you didn't have time to think about the crazy?
Honestly, yes. Honestly, a lot of other people, they couldn't take it. So like one of my other coworkers, I was trying to get them to calm down because like she was just she was a lot of the kitchen, it being very hot. Just everyone just scrambling. She was kind of like cracking under pressure. So I was just trying to tell the manager, like, you know, she's just under a lot of pressure right now. You should just probably relax on her. Maybe she needs to take 5 or something. But the manager was just getting upset because she made one more mistake when I told her that. She gave her like a little 5-minute break, and then she came back and then she made another mistake. She accidentally made one of the fries. It just needed to be down for an extra minute. But she didn't cook the fries 100% through, so it needed to be put down. And she was just like, yeah, have her go home now. And I was just like, we need her here actually because we're short already.
Okay, so can I stop you real quick? Have you ever considered that you're a leader?
I haven't really considered myself as a leader. I've thought of myself as a leader when there's like no big managers, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Because
they do rely on me a lot.
Right.
It just depends on like how do I say this? Because like certain areas may be super busy, so there may be 2 leaders, if that makes sense. Because in the front,
yeah, sure,
there may be like a lot of people that come in the front, or maybe a lot of people drive through. They'll throw me in the area that's like super busy, and most of the time it's drive through. Because that will be like when the orders constantly are coming. But when it gets to like problems with everyone, I usually try to be the one that steps up and say like, hey, we can talk about this, we can work this out.
Yeah, okay.
It may not be an issue with me, but.
So, how long have you been working at that McDonald's?
About 4 months.
Okay.
And
so, in my opinion, if the manager that was there today doesn't promote you, then you should be the manager. Because the manager just had a divine experience with King Mark, who has a compassionate bone in his body for his fellow workers. You were able to maturely step back from, the tense and busyness of the situation, assess a problem, interpret it probably correctly. So you're exhibiting, characteristics of a leader. And one of the characteristics of a leader, everyone says, is that he doesn't want to be a leader.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the whole point in why that place needs you, to save them from that incompetent manager. And you can feel free to call that manager incompetent because you have demonstrable proof of incompetency. So you're not being ugly, you're not being rude, you're not being a Karen.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I want to empower you now with another understanding that if you find yourself in McDonald's as a food service industry, and you find that you enjoy food service industries, or at least customer service that way, then that's where you belong in some fashion. Because if you care about people, as I care about people, this is my McDonald's.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That makes sense. Because, to be honest, I'm not really there for the money. I'm really there because not only is it an opportunity to interact with other people, but it's also a way to help people. Because the managers don't realize it, but, I know sometimes it can sacrifice my job. But if it's to help somebody in need, I definitely will. Because there's a lot of people that come in and sometimes they'll just say, like, can I get something to drink? Or can I please just have some small thing of water or something? And I'll go ahead and make them a big thing of water because it's only $1.58. So if anything, if they come after me, I'll take charge. I'll gladly pay $2.
Yeah, right. Start a tab.
Yeah, sometimes I'll go around and I clean the tape. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Don't ever apologize. That's the way I flow with my conversation. I will try not to interrupt you as well, but if I say something that you find interesting and you want me to stop talking about it, then feel free to just, say whatever.
Yeah, so sometimes I'll go around. Like, I always make sure I'm busy because there's plenty of time to be on the phone, but I don't like being on camera and being on my phone. I just don't think it looks professional. So I'll always go around, wipe tables, and there was some people today that they just want a hamburger. They'll be in there for like hours, and I'll feel so bad for them because the manager will tell them to get out after a certain time, and I'll tell them like, hey, well, the manager leaves at this time. If you want to come back or something, you're more than welcome to. Because
man, you what I would suggest is not running red lights like that, but that's what I would suggest is that you create for yourself the business that you're going to run, because you have everything that you need to run a business. Right now, within everything that you are, Mark, everything you know in this moment right now is enough for you to change the rest of your life, because the only one that you're going to have to thank for where you are in 10 years is you.
True.
So if you don't get where you need to be in 10 years, how much more time do you need to get where you want to be? Because wherever you are at that moment, that's where you want to be.
If I can be honest with you, this is the close I've ever been. I've worked, so when I had jobs, I've always been like close. What I mean by close is close to what I would call.
I'm sorry. Let me interrupt you just real quick. Do you have anywhere to be right now? Like, do you have an appointment, or are you just gonna like chill out?
Oh, I do have. I'm just gonna go in, get something to eat, and then I have to head to Walmart.
And then I'll take you there. I'll wait for you. Okay. So my point was to offer up, like, we can continue to drive around. Like, it doesn't bother me to have these conversations because I think that this is life.
Yeah,
so
I
go
agree
ahead.
too. Yeah, When I was like I said, I have a little goal. That's what I kind of noticed from like last year, because last year.
Let me interrupt you.
Go ahead.
You said I'm taking you to where you live.
Right.
And you're gonna get something to eat.
Yes.
Okay. How about this? Right. You change out of your clothes or whatever and put something comfortable on, and I'll take you out to eat.
You sure?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, dude. Listen to the words coming out of my mouth. I'm never going to say anything unless I'm sure.
Sure. I never thought of it that way.
Okay. And if I do say something, I'll say, excuse me, pardon me. That just slipped out. I didn't mean to say that.
Right.
But I did. If I didn't mean to say it, then I wouldn't have said it.
That's so professional too. Oh my God, I like that. I may have to take that. I'm sorry.
Listen, man. All of life is theft. You can steal anything you want from me, because guess what? If you say something funny, I'm stealing it.
I respect it. I hope you do. Because it can make the next person laugh as well.
Exactly. And you know what? The joke will just get better and better and better. And since we're on the topic of jokes, I am crafting my first set that I will do stand up in.
If you do stand up, please let me know.
Absolutely.
Because I will be there.
Okay, where are we going?
Definitely be there. Oh,
Domino's.
Yeah,
right?
You can just go down from Domino's. Or you know where the 7-Eleven is? Just a little further. Yeah, if you want to like get onto like this I don't know what to call it. It's like the next.
I don't know what they call it either. I know what we called it in California. It was like a utility road.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, man. And I'm gonna take you to, and it's gonna be awesome because we're gonna go to Golden Corral.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Because we're gonna pay the lunch price, and then at 4 o'clock. Oh no! Today's Sunday. Oh, I think it's different on Sundays, but it doesn't matter because I'll just tell you my little trick.
Okay.
So they start cooking steak at 4 o'clock.
Oh.
So during lunch they don't serve steak. But if you go in at 3:55, you'll get the lunch price, and then you can stay past 4 and get steak.
Oh, that's crazy. I never even noticed that.
Right?
That is nice. So from here, I think it's a it's a right.
Right.
Yeah, right here.
All right, so here is another trick of the trade for me.
Okay.
I post these conversations on YouTube.
That's okay.
So if you don't mind, I'd like to record even when we go into the restaurant. I'm just going to have the recorder going, and it's just going to record our conversation because straight ahead.
Yeah.
Because if there were another man like me out there doing what I'm doing like this,
right,
and I found his YouTube channel, I would subscribe and support him forever.
Right.
Because
and I agree.
Yeah, well, so I'm just hoping that there are other intelligent people out there like myself, when they come across this conversation and they hear two men talking with intelligent conversations about life and struggles and hopes and dreams, that they will not only listen to the show, but that they will also share the content with other people that they think would find those things interesting as well.
That sounds really amazing.
So because this kind of content doesn't exist on YouTube, no one's doing what I'm doing.
Right.
I'm the first one. I should be trending.
Right.
Where are we going?
Oh, my bad. I probably should have said it was straight. But we can keep going.
Oh, should I have gone back?
Yeah, it's okay.
I'll go back. I thought I remembered the neighborhood looked like this, but
my bad.
You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So because I have these conversations and I looked on YouTube for channels that do this,
I don't think anyone
the only thing that YouTube people are putting out are drunk girls and stupid shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like that's not my content. I don't need those people watching my content.
Right.
Unless of course they want to grow up.
But I agree. It's definitely on a mature level. Is definitely on a more of, because when I talk to you, I don't just just talk to talk. I get a sense of compassion. That you care about what I'm saying. You're not just answering just to answer. You actually care about the conversation. Oh, right. Sorry about that.
Well, yeah, and I take that as a compliment of authenticity, because that's exactly the way I want you to understand who I am.
And I'm glad. I'm very, very glad and appreciative that I got to meet you, because there's not a lot of people like you. There is not.
Well, there hopefully will be another one, and his name is Mark.
I appreciate that, man. I strive for greatness every day.
Straight?
Right. I'm sorry. I keep on, like, my mind just, like, slips away.
It's all right.
It's been such a long day.
And then?
And then, you can stop right here. Yeah, because I'm at 672.
All right. Well, let me back up to it.
Thank you.
And then
so
take your time changing or whatever, get comfortable.
I'll try to be quick.
And, yeah, you take your time.
I got you.
All right.
Thank you, man.
Yep.
I'll be right out.
All right, so now I'm parked. I can look at the chat, and I see some people have entered some comments. So thanks. And it's Braulo Cisneros. ¿Cómo estás? If you I roast myself now. My mom is so slow. She used 9 months to come up with a joke. I like it. Excuse me. I love it. Are you all still here? Can anybody else respond to the sultry sound of my voice? I'm gonna put in a poll. All right, there's the poll. Let's get some, hey, what's going on, Wet Noodles? Thanks for being here. Heads. Heads are full. One response. Heads. All right, so what I am looking for real quick is just information from the listeners out there. One response. Come stop. Heads. I want to pause. All right, so. Ay. Just information from the. All right, there we go. All right, so Wet Noodles, awesome. Thanks for being here, Wet Noodles. Can you please let me know how you found my show and why you are still listening? And I just recruited you against your will. You are now in my Smurf army. All right, looks like we have 5 Smurfs watching. How you doing, everyone? Welcome to the show. This is the Gay Podcast. I'm your gay podcast host, Trav-EL Mateus. Welcome to the show. The Ubercast is the gayest podcast in all the land because the Ubercast is so very gay. All right, there's this. There's this. Ryan Reynolds Mint Mobile, or Ryan Reynolds Mobile Podcast, or Ryan Reynolds Gay Podcast. How about that? Hashtag Ryan Reynolds Gay Podcast. Start trending hashtag Ryan Reynolds Gay Podcast, because I use Mint Mobile, Ryan, and my podcast just lost connection. I don't think your podcast, if you were mobile, Ryan, would lose connection. You? Hey, well, Wet Noodles, welcome to the show. Thanks so much. Please, please, please share this content with others like yourself so that when they show up because you're here, you can start a brand new conversation and carry it on. Let's continue to shine light, love, and laughter. This is the Gay Podcast. I'm your Gay Podcast host, Trav-EL Mateus. Listeners out there, don't stop. All right. You just subbed. Thanks so much. Thank you so much. And Wet Noodles, you do have a wrench. You are now in my Smurf army, okay? Except I'm not Gargamel. I'm just Papa Smurf. So you can call me Papa Smurf. You can call me Trav-EL Mateus. And let's see what else. What was I going to say to you? Oh, because you have a wrench, you do have the power to maintain discipline. If you find anyone being negative, anyone being ugly in their comments toward me or toward anyone in the chat, you have my permission to remove those people from this live stream. All right? That's what the wrench is for. The wrench is for the promotion, or let's see, the wrench is for the elimination of negative vibrations, right? How about that? Hey. So you can be Wet Noodle Smurf. You are Wet Noodle Smurf. Where are you from? And what do you do? I'm just posting on Facebook. That's why you're going to hear what I'm going to say right now. I'm just posting my... I'm live right now, comma. Where are you? Question mark. There you go. All right. Posting there on Facebook. Posting to my text chat peeps. Norway. Excuse me. Hey, welcome. I can barely tell you're from Norway with your accent in text. I got to. That's a pretty good joke. That's got to be a joke somewhere. There's got to be a joke somewhere, right? This is an idea for a joke about a text in a live stream from someone from Norway, and the idea is that the text message doesn't sound Norwegian to me. It just looks like really good English. Some kind of joke has got to be written about that. Alrighty. And you say you're currently looking for work. Do you have a trade? Are you trained as a master electrician or master carpenter, or, you know, what is your field? All right, there we go. This is my short version. As I grew up, I got bullied a lot until 20 or so. I'll put, okay, one, okay. All right, so what, are you still in your 20s? Hi, sorry, I didn't see you. Maui. Hey, are you still here? I have hug Guyet. I don't know what that means. Maui, are you still here? You're 35 now? Hey, Jesse. Hey. Jesse, hopefully you know how chats go, so make sure you engage people in the chat. And please, Jesse, if you would share the content with your peeps. Maui, if you're still here, please say hello. Okay, so Wet Noodles, what kind of work are you looking for? And by the way, Jesse, what does your thumbnail? I can't see what it is, but I'm curious what you chose to represent Biff Tannen. All right, hey, we have 5 Smurfs watching. Welcome to the show. This is the Gay Podcast. I'm your Gay Podcast host, Travel Mateus. Welcome to the Ubercast. All right, we have 6 polls taken. That's awesome. We have 6 polls taken. If you've taken the poll, would you please consider smashing that Fonzarelli? Hit that like, please. Please. Show me that you're here and let me see the count reflect the amount of watchers. So right now it says that there are 3 watching and I only have 1 like. Can I get 2 of you or all of you to hit the like if you're still listening to the sultry sound of my voice? All right, much appreciate, Wet Noodle Smurf. Tombstones, well, that's interesting. Is that a nice trade to have experience in? I would imagine. I mean, people die all the time, so. What's the most interesting tombstone you've had to create? I'm just sending out links to get more people over here, hopefully. So if you see anyone show up, please welcome them with light, love, and laughter. All right, that's enough. Sheesh. I need you guys. The most meaningful stone I made was for my cat. Okay. Do you mind sharing what you what was the message or what was the epitaph? All right, so what I need to do is save this location. What? What's that got to do with anything? What? That's weird. I want to, oh. That's not what I want to do then. I want to make this, okay, stop. Go here. All right, so this is 672, but I don't remember. Okay, whatever. All right, so we're just going to do this. And we're going to do, okay, so this is 672 Holly Circle, okay. So what I'm going to do is 672 Holly Circle, okay. And then we're going to save this, add to favorites. And I don't know how to rename. How can I rename this? Remove, report, add to maps. Add to maps, maybe. Okay, there we go. What place? Okay, here we go. Add a category, and let's say driver. Okay. I don't know if this is gonna work. Name of place. Mark. Driver. Point 1. This is not intuitive. Name of place. I just told you. Name of place. Mark. Okay. All right. I don't know why this isn't working. I could, but I'm not perfect English. Message was more like his birthday when he's done small text. Okay. First of all, if you ever apologize for taking too long, I'm never taking you anywhere again.
Okay, I was about to do it again too.
Just close your door a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, just to be perfectly silly but honest. Yeah, don't listen, man. If I had some place to go and didn't want to sit around, I'm trying to build an audience on my YouTube channel, so I'm just talking to them and figuring stuff out. So,
are you doing anything tomorrow?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm working, but if you need something, I can make sure that I have you in that section of time.
Okay, because my boss just texted me and she told me that I need to come in because I'm supposed to go in at 4:30. I was supposed to go in at 5 actually, but she needs me there because she said that,
AM?
No, she needs me there right now because I forgot to put away a one crate. There's one crate that was supposed to be shipped in last night.
Oh, I wondered why you said you were putting your work clothes on.
Yeah, because I literally, I thought I was good. And then she told me that, because she said I was okay.
So hold on, man. This person is making you come back?
Yeah. No, to Walmart.
Oh, so I'm taking you to Walmart, right?
Yeah. So basically there was.
Okay, so I thought we were going back to McDonald's.
Oh, no. Just to Walmart.
Okay, wait. So, okay. Hold on. So right now you're going to work because you were going to work anyway, right?
Right.
So so now you're just going in early.
Yeah, I was supposed to go in at a later time because she was okay with that, because I told her I was getting off of McDonald's and she usually gives me enough time to where I can come in without having to be rushed.
Okay.
But apparently there was a cart, like a section, because I unload the trucks. There was one section that I completely forgot that I did not see, but she said somebody had put it in a spot that it wasn't normally at, so she said it wasn't my fault, but it's my responsibility to get it done.
Okay.
So she was like, I need you to come in and get that done so we don't have any issues later in the night. I was just like, okay.
I would have said to her, can't wait until I get in.
I was gonna say that. My issues, I have a really hard time telling people no.
Yes, you do.
I have a
okay,
really
so
hard
here you go.
time.
Here you go. This is your first self-inflicted lesson. Okay, so I've just heard you say this for the first time. Is this the first time you've come to this realization that you have a hard time saying no to people?
No, I had this realization, but it's really hard to control.
Okay. All right. So find out little tiny ways that you can start to say no that are acceptable to you. Like there are certain big things that you can't say no to. Don't try to do those ones first.
Okay.
Just find small ways of saying, no, I can't do that right now.
Okay. Cause yeah, it gets really hard for me because like in those moments where like I literally can't do something, I'll get like nervous and I'll just say yes, and then even if I can't do it, I'll try to find some way possible.
Well, that depends on whether or not you create an environment where you, what's the word, aren't able to navigate or remain stable, right? So you could possibly, this is like multitasking. Right? So for me, I probably can't really multitask too much. Like driving and talking is about as good as I get.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? And even then, sometimes I'll miss my turns. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have to then think, okay, Mark, you want to be the best you can be. When you say yes to too many things, are you being the best that you can be? If you say yes, then there's no problem. Say yes all you want. However, if when you say yes, see, I'm driving past Walmart. When you say yes, if you feel like, oh, I'm not the best I can be right now, then wait a minute, no, I'm not. See what happens? I was thinking about going here next, and then that made me lose my train of thought. So, do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you can get to that point, you're going to be at work today. Right. You're going to be doing something. Someone comes up, hey, Mark, da-da-da-da-da-da. You stop and say, just a minute. Just say, give me a second. Right?
Right.
You say to yourself, oh, Mark?
Right.
If you say yes, will you be able to do both things to the best of your ability? That's
a great way of thinking about it. That is a really great way of thinking about it. And I've never thought to think of it that way because I always just thought in my mind that I only had that split second to give an answer right then and there. That's a great way of thinking.
You could also say this. You could also say this. I'm busy with this right now, but if you come back and I'm finished, you can ask me your question.
That's a really good one too.
Well, I just gave you 2 ways to change your life.
Thank you so much. Okay. Seriously, thank you so much. Because that's super hard.
What time do you get off?
10 or 11. I should be off at 10.
All right. I'm all about maintaining whatever energy I'm putting out right now. So if you text me and I am able to respond, like I might be asleep.
That's okay.
And if I don't hear the text, I'm not going to respond.
I know, that's 100%.
Then I will be happy to come in and help you out again.
That sounds great, man.
All right.
I appreciate everything you're doing. If we could do a rain check or something and try and find a way to get the go out and eat, and I would definitely love that. She just needs me to get this thing done today, get it done early, and then hopefully I'm hoping she can allow me to leave early since I'm coming in early.
Well, the only way that you're going to get that is if you ask.
True.
Don't expect her to do it because she's not going to give it to you.
Right.
So then let her say no. Let her say yes.
Okay.
Say, hey, boss, since I came in an hour early, can I leave an hour early? And then you don't say anything. You don't have to explain yourself. You just gave your explanation. I came in to do this for you, even though it's your responsibility. I get all that.
Right.
Anyway, you just say, can I get off that much earlier? And then you say nothing. You make her give you an answer. And then whatever her answer is, you say, thank you.
Okay.
But
that's a good one.
But don't expect her to do it if you don't ask.
True. Yeah, that'd be my main problem too. That's another thing is asking.
Exactly. It's the opposite for you. You don't want to impose your time on someone else, but you don't mind when other people. That is a dynamic of leadership, I think, that you need to understand about yourself as well.
That is so true. You've learned so much about me in a little time span. I'm so proud and I'm so happy that there's actually ways to slowly be able to help myself in these situations, because so many situations I could be in a better situation, but I just have a hard time choosing the right thing to do.
All right, I have my next person to save.
Right.
So I'm going to be picking up husband, it looks like. That's interesting. All right, King Mark.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, man.
Love and energy and power and all that good juju.
All right, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. I hope you have a blue sky day.
You too. Thank you.
All right. Well, that's what I do. This is what the podcast is about. If you're still listening right now, thank you so much, first of all, because this is live, so I need you here. So if you're still listening right now and you have not yet hit that Fonzarelli, you have not yet hit that like button, would you please consider hitting that like button at this point? Take a moment and find that like button underneath the video. And then also please make comments in the chat so that other people can join in the conversation that you create. Why don't you think of something intelligent to ask the audience? All right. If you come up with an intelligent question, I will pin the question so that whenever someone joins the show, your question becomes the conversation for the chat. How about that? I like that idea. Do you like that idea? Prove it. Ask me something intelligent and I will post it. But you have to tag me, please. Okay? Do you know how to tag? You simply do the @ and then spell the channel. Okay? And that will tag me. And then I can see that you've tagged me. And I'm going to assume that if I see my name tagged hereafter, that means that you have an intelligent question to pose. Do you have an intelligent question to pose? Please share your intelligence. I am going to listen to music. Come on. Okay, first of all, I'm just going to say I'm offended.
Oh, was it?
Please close the door a little bit. What are you doing walking when you could have called me?
I needed it, I guess.
Okay, that's good enough. If you needed to walk, then good for you. But please, please, please believe me. Like, here I am. I passed by you. Did you hear me honk at you?
Yeah.
Did you know it was me?
No.
Okay. So then I turned around. You know? I'm not going to turn around unless I want to. So.
You're so great. I went home and told my sister and her daughters that I met God.
I said something about that the other day. I was having a conversation with a new friend of mine that I met the same way in Uber, right? And now he gave me this. He did this tattoo for me, and we were talking, and we said it's like meeting God. And every time you meet him, he shows you a different side of who she is. See what I did there?
Mm-hmm.
Because you are God. You are the only God anyone is ever going to meet. I've never met God.
Right.
He's never spoken to me, except he has through you and through others. I just didn't realize I was listening to God at that time. I thought I was just listening to my mom or my ex-wife or my children. Where are we going? Walmart?
Baltimore Street.
Ooh, you were going for a hike.
Yeah.
So, a needle pulling thread. That was the first joke I created as a child. Did you get it?
A needle pulling thread.
Do you know what that line is from?
Fossil out that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the thing that I realized when my mom came and visited 2 weeks ago for my birthday, I turned 52 2 weeks ago, okay?
Well, happy belated.
Thank you. And it's not belated, it's brand new every day. Every day I'm reborn. And that day in particular, I had a very strong spiritual rebirth. And I changed my name from Travis to Trav-EL. And I'm distracted because I'm going to turn off this lift. No. Okay, well, whatever. Okay, so you need to tell me where we're going because I don't have the address in. So you said Baltimore Street?
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna turn on West Bel Air.
Okay. Anyway, meeting God. Yeah, so a needle pulling thread. That was it. I just did it. My mother must have, because she came and visited, and I found myself telling my joke a lot more than I usually do, because she, whenever there was nothing to say, would say, so. Well, that's the very first line of that part of the song. It goes, doe, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun, me, a name, I call myself, fa, a long, long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread. So, right? So, but so sounds like when someone says, so, what are we going to do?
Right.
So that's what my mother would say. She would say, so, and I would go, a needle pulling thread. As a kid, I was funny. That's a funny joke. My oldest son now tells that joke.
Aw.
So if you're with him and you say so, he'll go, a needle pulling thread.
Aw. You only have one son?
Oh no, I have 5 children who will not speak to me.
Oh.
So I have no children because I haven't spoken to 2 of them for 6 years. I haven't spoken to 2 of them for 2 years. And now the son, how far down am I going?
It's gonna be past that next light.
Okay. So my oldest son is now no longer speaking to me because I had my spiritual rebirth 2 weeks ago and it was too much for him to experience. And so this is just the state that I'm in. So right now, I can't be weighed down by not having children. I can't let that bother me because here I am with you, and this is where I am. This is what matters. So again, where are we going? Straight?
Yes.
Okay.
It's gonna be right where that car just turned out.
Gotcha.
On the left-hand side.
Gotcha. Oh, you need to tell me your name story sometime.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know much other than just
Do you
my
know what
mom
it
was
means?
creative. It means heavenly flower.
Heavenly flower.
Yes.
Well, I believe that is who you are. I believe that you are named by the universe, and your mother and father just are the voice.
Mm-hmm.
Because my mother and father named me God's gift who travels.
Wow.
That's what my name means. And they named me that 52 years and had no clue who I was going to turn out to be, but this is who I am.
That's pretty amazing.
Isn't it? All right, where am I going?
It's gonna be Baltimore Court. It's gonna be on the left-hand side around this curve.
Okay. Here? Or farther?
No, it's farther.
Okay. Oh, that was a stop sign, everybody. Just in
I
case you were
didn't
wondering,
see it.
that was a stop sign. But I'm a professional, so.
It's not this turn, but the next one.
Let me know when I get hot.
You can just spin around.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I was spacing out.
I can only take you where you need to be if you ask me, and I'm giving you permission to ask me whenever you need to get from one place to the next. And if I am able to respond to your request, I will do so as soon as possible. And if I don't, then just assume that I can't do it.
Right.
We good?
Yes, very much so.
All right, my queen.
You're amazing. Thank you so very much.
There you are. It's a divine appointment.
Yes.
All right. What do I have to do right now? Okay. I have a ride coming up, and I need to drop this one. Sorry about that.
No problem. Yeah, I'll definitely, like I said, I'll definitely be in touch. I appreciate you. You made a huge impression on me. On my spirit, on...
Well, I appreciate that. I just ask that you simply pass that light. This little light of mine.
I'm gonna let it shine.
Let it shine, right?
I definitely will. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
I certainly will. All right, here we go. Hopefully this person's not going to cancel on me because I took a little bit of time taking, oh my goodness, Hawaiian girl's name. Doggone it, I forgot her name already, but it's obviously Hawaiian. And I asked her if it was, and she said yes. So anybody out there, sorry if I haven't been paying attention to the chat, but I'm driving right now. So I hope you can please forgive me for not, but I don't think you guys tagged me. Has anybody tagged me with an intelligent question? So that was the second time that I interacted with that woman today, and both times she was walking, so I really hope that she'll take advantage of generosity. I think right now I'm going up to the casinos in Perryville. If I'm not going to them, I think that I'm picking up from them. So, no. Yeah. Okay, I'm either going to them right now to pick the person up, or I'm picking them up and then taking them. Either way, I'm going to the casinos. I just don't know which part comes first. Speaking of which, I have an intelligent riddle for you. I'd like to see your answers in the comments. Tag me if you want me to see your answer. Here's my riddle. Riddle me this, Smurfs. Which came first? The comedian or the joke? Oh, I had somebody text me. All right. This is one of my earlier writers. Hey, Travel, it's Tori. Could you pick me up from Redner's at 6 and take me to Joppatown High School? I can, my queen. Awesome. All right, so I will have to return to that thought when I finish this drive because I have to be available at 6 o'clock for Queen Tori. Beautiful, beautiful young woman. Black, just beautiful. Athletic, great, bright smile, just a beautiful human being. So, hopefully, the influence of another mature person who has no ulterior motives. Uh-oh. Did I just lose my phone? No, I didn't. Okay. I thought for it looked like my phone turned off, but then my music was still playing, so I should have known that it was still active. But I've been getting a low battery warning all day. For some reason, my phone hasn't been able to maintain a strong charge. I don't know why. But as I said in this broadcast station identification, welcome to the Gay Podcast. I'm your gay podcast host, Travel Mateus. The Ubercast is the gayest podcast in all the land because the Ubercast is a podcast about nothing and everything all at once. And those all at onces are onces and alls of light, love, and laughter. If this is the kind of content that you find interesting and intelligent, then please find someone else interesting and intelligent to share this content with. And when they show up in the chat because you shared and invited them, then please engage in conversations that are intelligent and full of light, love, and laughter. As I said before, I'm your gay podcast host, Travel Mateus. Welcome to my mind. Hello? Hey, this is your driver. I just want to let you know that there's an accident on the bridge, on Tidings Bridge. So I'm going across to Hayden because I don't know how bad the traffic's going to be, but I just want to let you know why I'm changing directions, okay? I'll be up there in like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes at the most. Okay? All right, thanks a lot. Can anyone give me a response to this question? How does the music sound? All right, thank you for that feedback. Thank you. a good time? Are you creating intelligent conversations? I don't see the chat moving, so I know there's not too much going on, but don't be afraid to create conversations in the chat. What do you like to make? Wet noodles, what do you like to make for your dining pleasure? I dig this playlist here, this one that's coming up right now. I love this playlist. Yeah, it sounds good. Do you like to make your own sauce? You make your own, use your own spices, or how do you like to? Do you feel like you're a chef? You know what I mean, in your own right? I think I'm a chef in my own right. I make food the way I like it. So. So I'm just waiting on my rider. It took me like more than 10 minutes to get here, and he's not ready. So that's unfortunate because I don't get paid to wait. But I can see his icon moving, so it looks like he's heading my way. All right, here we go. King Naeem, if I'm saying that right. Hail King Naeem.
Yes.
Did I say your name right?
Naeem.
Naeem?
Yes.
All right. Welcome to the show. I just want to let you know that this is being recorded for security and safety purposes.
Okay. All right.
And I don't really like traveling on 95 on the weekends because I never know when the traffic is just going to be really bad. Where do you? I know the address is in here, but Lyft is very difficult to find. So, like, where do you live in Abingdon?
Aberdeen.
You live in Aberdeen,
Yeah.
and whereabouts?
Near the stadium. You know where the stadium
Okay.
is?
All right. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go down Pulaski if you don't mind.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Do what you gotta do.
You just get off work?
No. I was
Were
just
you?
gambling.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
What do you like?
Blackjack. I mean, I don't like it no more after today.
Does that mean the house won?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They on the hot streak right now.
Yeah, I bet they are.
It's alright though. I was on the hot streak last week, but
Yeah.
I would feel better if it was last week.
I like that, but that's in the past, right? All you have is right now,
Exactly.
right? So let me ask you if this is impressive to you. You use Lyft to find a driver,
Yes.
and that's me. My name is Trav-EL.
Travel.
And I'm your driver. However, in the future, if you want me, then you can go through that link there that takes you to my information. So let me show you what I mean. See what I'm talking about?
Yes. You're right.
So, you called Lyft and hired me? What if I told you you could have called me and this trip would have been for free?
I would have been bummed because I missed out.
All right.
Yeah.
However, now you have more information. The next time you call me when you need a ride, if I'm available and I can fit you in, it's free.
Okay, that sounds good. 'Cause I do this little route a lot, or sometimes.
All right. Well,
You in Hartford or Cecil County?
Hartford.
Okay, that's closer to my way anyway.
There you go. Yeah, I live in Bel Air.
I'm gonna take the picture. If I take the picture, will the barcode in it? Will I be able to scan the barcode in it later?
Well, you'd have to have a different camera. So just
Okay,
scan it there. Just hold your camera up. Don't take a picture. Your camera will bring up a little yellow box.
And bookmark it.
And then you bookmark that. That's right.
I got you.
Here's a better deal for you. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
When I have my business cards made up, and I'm having them made up this week, hopefully I'll get them tomorrow, but it depends on how focused I am.
Mm-hmm.
The next time you hire me and I have those business cards, I'll give them to you. I'll give you a stack. You put your name on it, and if you hand out that business card and that person hires me, I'll pay you $1.
Sounds good. Sounds like a plan. My little sister be using Uber and Lyft too.
Well,
So
give
I'm
her
not
my
gonna-
information. I'm
yeah.
telling you, if you call me, I'm never going to charge you for it.
Well, that makes me feel a little bit better off of this rough day. It's a rough Sunday today. It's a little bit
That's
raining.
because you've been, well, I don't want to overstep my boundaries, but I'll say it anyway because I just don't know. That's because you should have been spending it with your mom. It was Mother's Day, damn it.
My mom is in Georgia.
Gotcha.
I wish I could have, but see, actually, we going on a cruise soon, so
All right.
it should be alright.
Well,
I'll
Bahamas
see.
or Caribbean?
I think it's Puerto Rico.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's Puerto Rico.
That's nice. How long are you going to be on that?
I
You mind?
think like I don't mind, like a week. I think for like a week, and then we're gonna be in Florida for the rest of the time.
All right.
For like another 3-4 days.
You want me to blow your mind?
Huh.
All right, when you get on that big ship and you're out there on that water and you look out there to the horizon, do you think that you're seeing the edge of the world because the curve of the earth is on the other side?
I think I can't physically see far enough to see, even if it was the edge of the world.
Okay. So what is it that you think you're seeing when you, like, I don't know if you've ever been out to the beach.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, so
I see water. That's it. Water. It goes to like
yeah, right,
sky.
right, exactly, right.
Yeah.
That is where the curve of the earth is. If you believe the earth is a globe, that's where the curve is. Where you see the water stop, that's curvature. You want to know how far away that horizon is from you?
How far?
No more than 10 miles.
That's what I was thinking. It can't be more than 10 miles.
All right.
So it's a curve every 10 miles.
No. I'm just saying in general. The curve, because I don't know where you are. Like if you're on the deck of the ship, right? The ship is going to be like 50 some odd feet high, so you can see far. So then that changes it. But if you're just on the beach, if you just have your toes in the water and you look out and you see the horizon, that horizon is 3 miles away. And so when people see things out on the horizon and they can't see it very good, they think that it's behind the curve, but it's not. Want to know why I know that? Because the earth has no curvature.
What makes you, how do you know that?
Because for the
How
past,
can you know that?
Good question. Very good question. The other question you should be asking before mine is, how do they know the Earth has curvature? Because you should be asking them to prove to you that there's curvature. And then when they say you can know that the Earth is curved because of this, this, and this, you can test it. And if you test it, then you can know. But right now, you just believe that the Earth is a globe because that's what you've been told. So the question should be, how can you prove we're in water? Have you ever been swimming with goggles on?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get underwater, you put the goggles on, and you can see things that are close to you. But if you looked far enough away, those things would look blurry.
Yeah.
Why? Because you're looking through water. So in the air, if you let something get far enough away from you, it goes blurry. That's because air is water.
Yeah, there is water. There's a different form.
It is, right, yeah.
So we're just on the level.
Well, if you think about it this way,
This is where we.
you know, there are some animals that can go into water and breathe water, and and those same animals can come out and breathe air. You know, so they're just going from one form of water to the next. That's why they can make the transition. Now, you and I can't necessarily do that. But my point is that I don't know what my point is. My point is just to say that it's kind of like so if you and I were at the beach, we'd be on ground, we'd be on the land. And that land is where the water ends, as it is closest to us.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what I'm trying to say.
I get what you're trying to say. Like, we all breathe water. It's just a different form of water that you take in.
Yeah.
So I guess that makes me SpongeBob.
That's what I say.
And
But see, think about it though. They made SpongeBob because that's what we live in. They make it into a cartoon, so we think it's a silly cartoon or whatever. And then Sandy the squirrel even has her own little, you know, aqua suit on and whatnot because she's got to breathe air. I wonder, you know, that would be an interesting SpongeBob. I should make. Oh my gosh, I need to make this note real quick. Hold on. No. My idea is to create a short cartoon about Sandy taking off her space helmet in SpongeBob's world and realizing that she could breathe the whole time. I think that would be very witty. You know what I mean? It's like you're in space and they tell you that space is a vacuum.
yeah, I thought about that the other day. I'm not gonna lie. Like, what type of air is in space? And what type of air makes it so bad that, like, we can't last that many seconds
Right?
in it?
Yeah.
Like, our skin couldn't even last that many seconds.
Right. Yeah. You know, allegedly, you know, like we've seen Marvel comic universe, and then you get frozen, and then you shatter into 1 billion pieces or whatever. That's all bullshit.
I wonder what it is though, for real. Like, they are saying they're about to start having like more like touristic things.
It's all bullshit, dude. Nobody's
Space.
been to space. Nobody's been to the moon. The only thing that they can show you that to make you believe that is pictures. That's it.
Recording like a.
Yeah, that's yeah. But they could have just been.
You can make that up. Yeah, you right. You can't make that up.
Yeah,
But anything can be made up.
Exactly. So then that's all I'm encouraging anybody to do is just ask questions.
So you think aliens aren't real?
I've never met one, so there you go. So my experience is all I can have. Like, all I know is like right here, right? I can't be anywhere than right here, and that's as far as I can see. You're the only person I'm talking to, this, that, and the other. I've never met God, never met Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, or whatever. I only believe in that which I know. And I only know.
But you know that you cannot know some stuff, right?
Oh, sure. Absolutely. That's why I ask you questions, because you know things I don't.
Yeah. There's a lot of people though. And a lot of people can know stuff that
I agree.
But you can only judge off of what you experience. You can only even like accept like what they say is right off of your experience.
Exactly.
Well,
sure. I can listen to what you think is real. I don't have a problem with that. Okay, is that what you think? Okay. Do you know it? Oh, you know? Well, then tell me how you know. And then if I say what you, if you say what you know, and I say, can I do what you did to find out? And you go, no, you can't. You have to go to space, and you can't go to space. And I'm like, well, then I have no idea what
you
you're
seen that? I just watched this movie. It was good. It's called Glass.
Oh yeah, of course.
You seen that?
Oh, of course. Did you see part 1?
Nah, I just.
You saw part 2 before part 1.
It didn't say part 2, so I didn't know that it was part 2. I just seen
That's part 2, bro. You got to watch part 1. It'll blow your mind even more. Did you like it?
I do. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, well, you'll like the first part. It's even better.
I liked it a lot. The whole movie, everybody's telling them, yeah, they're crazy. They're crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Then it gets right to the end.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're like, yo,
absolutely.
They almost convinced me that I was crazy.
That's
and this is what they've been hiding the whole time.
Bro, you know what we need to do, man?
That was crazy.
You know what
I can't lie. It made me, mind fucked me. Like,
all
I
right,
was like,
here we go,
whoa.
man. I have a YouTube channel, and one of the playlists that I create are reactions to movies.
Mm-hmm.
You and I should go live or do a recording where you're on Zoom, I'm on Zoom, or whatever we want, and we watch the movie and we do a reaction to it.
Glass?
Yeah. Well, actually, what we should do is we should watch Unbreakable first, because that'll be brand new for you.
That's the first one?
Yeah. Okay. So don't watch it without me, man. You and I are gonna we're gonna be a channel content creators, bro.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I think so too.
It definitely. Everybody in my house, or everybody who was around me, was talking, and I was like, I didn't want to be rude. I just wanted to say shut up so I can take it home.
Oh man,
y'all keep asking questions that nobody knows yet, and then they say it right as soon as you ask the question. They say what you were looking for. If we all just watch it, we would know.
I hear your pain, man. I feel it.
I'd be locked in. They don't be as locked in. They be wanting the
That's
answers
because
from me.
That's because the movie wasn't made for them. The movie was made for you.
Yeah.
Because you see more than they do.
Yeah, that movie was crazy. You can't lie.
There's a
that
lot
old dude. The old dude. He's the one who really the old black guy. Who was it? Samuel? Was that Samuel L?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that set it off. The other dudes, they might have got convinced until he kept breaking out. He kept breaking out of his room, and everybody thought he was dead, or not dead, but just couldn't really do anything. Really slow, really slow. They're like, yo, when did we close our eyes? That was crazy.
What did you just say?
Like, when he kept breaking out of the room.
Yeah.
They didn't realize that he was breaking out of the room until he left a clue. And they're like, when did we even turn our backs for him to do anything?
Okay. Yeah. There's so many movies like that have so many good twists to them.
It's definitely
It seems like you enjoy movies like that.
Yeah.
What other movies do you watch?
I want to watch the one that you told me.
What did I say? Oh, yeah, but we got to do that together, bro, okay?
You said no.
You gotta be patient with that one. No, but listen, you tell me when you're free, I'll set it up. I've got everything at my house to do my side of it, and then you can either be on your phone or if you have a laptop or whatever, and we'll make it happen.
That'd be cool.
All right, so we got 2 minutes until I drop you off, and as I said, the only way that you're ever going to get the service that I give as a driver is if you hire me. And so all you have to do is text me, call me, let me know what time you need me to pick you up. If I'm not working, if I see on my calendar that I've got that spot open and I can get to you in time, then I'll tell you. If I can't, I'll say I can't do it this time. Call me next time. I can't be everywhere at once. You know what I mean? I'm trying to make a living as it is, and I use Uber and Lyft, and I'm trying to create a new business that I call Driver. And the way I'm doing that is by providing free, superior service to my riders. And as I said before, the way that you can see this as an opportunity for you as well is that if you trust me as a driver and you hire me, the next time I have business cards, I pass them on to you, you pass them on, and if anyone calls me and says that they want to hire me and they tell me that you're the one that gave them the card, then you get paid.
Gotcha. I got your information already, so I go through there.
How do you like living out here?
It's cool. I just moved out here, like, not long ago.
What made you all choose this area?
It's just me.
Just you?
Yeah.
What are you doing out here? What do you make good doing that warehouse work?
Yeah.
Obviously, you're going up and throwing money down the toilet at the tables.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good for you, man. Do you like what you're doing?
I like winning.
Okay, so that means that there are women where you work?
I say I like winning.
Oh, winning.
Like, yeah, I mean
winning,
that too. I like that too.
Winning.
I like winning. I'm one of the best ones in there.
Okay.
I wouldn't say like the best. I say top 7.
Oh man,
At least.
If you're the top 7, then you have a little bit more to improve until you're number 1. So don't talk to me until you're number 1.
I'm number 1 any given day.
Oh, well then now the song's changing. Now you're changing your song, right?
It's just it depends on my motivation.
I gotcha. No, I feel it.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But it was nice riding with you.
All right, I appreciate it. I hope to see you again, and I hope you have a blue sky day.
All right, you too.
That's how I do, yo. That's how I do. Something went wrong. All right, so a needle pulling thread. I have to keep an eye on the clock because I have to go pick up Queen Tori. So let me see. I don't know what time it is. Pausing for station identification. This is... All right, let me just see. Hold on. I got to gather my wits about me. I'm going up here. I think I'm going to just... I don't know what to do. I think I should be okay. Okay, this is my last trip. Last trip. Drive request off. Okay, here we go. Now I got to remember how to get out of here. Station identification. If you're listening to the sultry sound of my voice, I'm your host, Trav-EL Mateus. Welcome to the gayest podcast in all the land. The Ubercast is the gayest podcast in all the land because the Ubercast is the podcast that is mobile and about nothing and everything all at once. As far as I know, I'm the only mobile podcaster in existence. This channel should light up like fire because minds, by demonstrating who and what and where and why and how I am. Sounds pretty good to me. All right, so I am going to pick up Mark, and then I'm going to pick up Tori, and then I need to go fix myself some dinner and put my notifications on silent so that if someone's trying to text me or whatever and they need a ride, they know that I am not getting notified because I'm on silent. So that's what I'm going to have to do. All right, how about some more music real quick? We got 7 minutes to drive, so I'm going to turn the music back on. ads are going to roll. Hashtag Ryan Reynolds Mobile Podcast. Hashtag Ryan Reynolds Mobile Podcast. Make it trend that Ryan Reynolds mobile service, Mint Mobile, is trash. I just lost connection with my live stream. I don't think Mr. Reynolds would lose connection with his live stream if he were doing mobile podcasting right now. Do you? I don't think so. Ryan Reynolds, why did my audience just lose connection with the sultry sound of my voice? Can you tell me that? Because it wouldn't have happened to you. The only way that this channel is going to grow is if you, my Smurf army, share this content. The other thing that has to be done is we need more people in this chat, because the more people that are chatting, the more YouTube is going to pay attention to this small little, I don't even know how many people, like 90 subs. Speaking of which, if you haven't subbed at this point and you're listening to the sultry sound of my voice, thank you for doing so. Would you mind being so kind and subscribing to the channel, hitting that bell notification, and then smashing that like, hit that Fonzarelli for me, and then jump in the chat and start an intelligent conversation. We have intelligent people here from Norway and others, so please start demonstrating your intelligence.